A boo?
What about Minecraft? That's right, we're here! A new video! Yes!
Today we're back in Minecraft to see what this wonderful game would be like with different wifes. And the best part is that today we have completely new wifes. We've taken it up a notch, and now we're on a Wi-Fi that I think is going to kill my computer today. Let's go to Minecraft! Here we are in Minecraft! And pay close attention! Pay attention because here we have the new wifes! First, we'll start with the yellow Wi-Fi, since right now I have the red Wi-Fi. Then we'll upgrade it to the dark green Wi-Fi. And then we'll move on to a new Wi-Fi, which would be the lukewarm Wi-Fi. Neither cold nor hot. Then we would go to the cold Wi-Fi, which is already much bigger. Look, the thermometer is frozen. And finally, we have the super mega blazing hot Wi-Fi. You can't imagine the super solar Wi-Fi that this is. You'll see? I don't think my computer is going to handle so much realism. But first, we have to see the yellow Wi-Fi. And for that, we'll go up to the panel, left-click it, and you can see that we have new memes. Today's memes are pretty funny. We'll have to choose one of these wifes. For example, the Wither Axolotl. We flip it over and we have a stone wall. This item is the one we'll need to get to deposit in one of these barrels, pull the lever, and automatically our entire Minecraft will have improved textures until it looks super realistic. Let's start by grabbing some wood so we can make our stone wall. First, we'll process all the wood and make a crafting table. The next thing we need to do is make a wooden pickaxe to get stone and be able to... Oh, right, of course. My brain short-circuited. These houses aren't made of stone. I'm used to getting stone from there. In this case, I can't get it from there. It's fine. We'll just make a hole in the ground, since there's plenty of stone in the world of Minecraft. So we grab a bit of stone from this side, and if I'm not mistaken, we need 6 pieces of stone to make our beloved stairs. Since 6 pieces of stone are what we need to make our beloved walls, rock walls! So let's go straight to the Wi-Fi to see if we can improve it with these rock walls. We're here now. We put the walls inside and da-da-da-da, we're going to pull the lever. Come on, let's see how it improves. And okay, well, it's not bad. Let's see if I can move now. Perfect. Look at that. Wow. Everything looks much more realistic. Look at how this stone looks. From a distance, it looks much more realistic, but if we get closer, we can see that for now, they're just pure pixels. Fewer pixels than before, since we've improved the Wi-Fi, but it seems it's still not strong enough to give us a more realistic texture. Therefore, we'll have to move on to the next Wi-Fi and choose the next meme. I think in this case, one of my favorites is this cow that's completely crazy like me. Let's see what's behind it. A stone cutter. Well, it's not bad. I don't know why that cow's face looked like a stone cutter, I'm just saying. It actually suits it pretty well. Hey, look at the leaves. I hadn't noticed this before. Look how realistic they look. The only bad thing is they're just pure pixels. But hey, if we look at it from a distance, they don't even look like pixels. They look like real leaves. Look how realistic it looks, and we're only on the first Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi for the stone cutter. In this case, we need to grab quite a bit of stone. Hey, a bee! Look! While I was mining, a bee came to visit me. Look at how beautiful the bee's texture is. Wow, that's gorgeous. That should be enough stone. Let's also make a pickaxe, and we have a furnace and an axe. You might ask, why do you want a furnace? Well, because to make the stone cutter, we need 3 pieces of stone, or 3 rocks. And to get 3 pieces of stone and not 3 rocks, you have to smelt the rock in the furnace. That way, we get stone. But of course, we also urgently need to find 1 piece of iron. Because to craft it, we also need at least 1 piece of iron. Look, in the distance, we have a pillager tower. Watch out, watch out. Oh, we have a big cave. Let's go! Please, let it be! Let's see if we can find 1 piece of iron around here, please. I just want 1, and it's right next to the village. It would be great if this place was full of caves. It would make exploring so much easier. Here we have copper. Look how it looks, but in this case, we don't need copper. We need some iron. And for now, I don't see anything. I only see an Enderman. Oh God, we already have a skeleton. Be very careful. I don't want to hit the Enderman. Okay, perfect. He dropped 2 arrows. And over here, there's coal. And right up there, I find some iron. Perfect. mine all the iron we can, and let's go to the surface to improve the Wi-Fi. And we're back! Hey, the iron golem also looks pretty cool. We grab all the stone around here, we make a few torches and start smelting the iron. Meanwhile, we take some wood with us. We already have more than enough, so let's go improve the Wi-Fi. Let's go for the dark green one. We place the crafting table over here, and look how easy it is to make the stone cutter. Here it is. We put it inside the barrel and ta-da, here it comes. Let's see how it improves. Okay, it's significant. We can see how all the outlines are becoming more defined and how, hey, this has improved a lot. Even the villagers are wearing white capes. Why are the villagers wearing white capes? Look, of course, because they're desert villagers. Look, they have hats and even tunics. Wow, that's cool. Look how everything has improved. And if this is the second Wi-Fi, just imagine what the last one must be like. Let's go for the next one. Things are heating up, and I mean that literally. Let's go for the lukewarm thermometer. That would be the super green Wi-Fi. So come on, let's go for it here, and we have 3 memes left to turn over. One of the ones I'm most curious about is the round chest. I find it quite curious, honestly. Let's turn over the chest. A pillager banner. No! Well, it's not such bad news because we have a pillager tower right there. The downside to all this is that I don't even have any armor to defend myself, and I don't even have any food! Fortunately, we can solve the food issue right now. And if I'm not mistaken, I have some iron left over. And since I have some iron left over, I can make a shield against the pillagers' arrows. And a little iron sword! We've already made some bread rolls, and the adventure is about to begin. We have to go to that pillager tower. But first, let's make ourselves a little shield. And of course, I should make myself a sword. And here we have just enough to make a sword. What luck! Sword, shield, and food in my belly. Oh! Incredible! And I make a rhyme. And on top of that, it rhymes too. Careful, because it's getting dark and I want to fight during the day at least. Let's get a good rest the day before the battle. And we wake up with all our energy at its peak. Let's go after the pillagers. We need one of the banners that's on the 2nd floor of that structure. Here are all the pillagers. Look, actually, maybe we can take out this one over here. He's got a banner on his back. That would be the boss. Okay, that's great. Careful. Let's see if he comes. Perfect. Load the little crossbow. Bam! Be careful with the shield because obviously it's going to wear out too. Hey, I've got the banner. All right, perfect. Come on. Dodge. Let's see if we can get a little lucky. We need to get out of here. Come on, golem. You have to break free. All right. And there we go. The golem's free. Come on, fight the pillagers. Perfect. We have to go inside the tower. Watch out. Be careful. Mainly to get the loot they have inside. Perfect! I've already blocked them off. They can't come up here. And it looks like our friend Golem is doing a good job. Botlow, enchanting, dark oak log, and carrots. Well, there aren't too many things either. And a little crossbow. But crossbow could come in handy. The loot wasn't that great, but oh well, we're not going to complain either. There's Golem. Look at how he's defending me. Perfect. I love you, Mr. Golem. I'll leave you here. We've already cleared the whole tower. Be careful, there's another one over there. But Golem will take care of him. We're gonna upgrade the Wi-Fi a little bit more. I turned around to see if there was anything. And look, we have a pyramid here. And over there in the distance, I think we have another village. It's not bad to have found a pyramid. Inside, there's a ton of loot. No, it can't be! We're being invaded! They're invading the village! No, they're ringing the bell! This can't be! We have to fight! They want to invade us! Good thing we have the golem! Watch out! Here we have one with a little axe! An eternity later, we finally managed to defeat the pillagers! The poor golem didn't survive, but he helped me a lot. In fact, he practically did everything himself. I don't even have any armor. We got 5 banners. We're gonna put them up. Over here! Actually, I'm gonna put them all up, everything. Yes, ta-da! Because the Wi-Fi upgrade is coming. 3, 2, 1, hey, Paka! Let's see how it goes for me. Careful, be very careful, because we're already moving up a level. Let's see if it lets me move. Oh, and look at the level of detail, how it's increasing. It's really noticeable, especially on these blocks. Look over there, how they're kind of broken. No matter how close I get, you can barely see any pixels. You can still see them, of course, because we're not at such a high level yet, but you can appreciate how it looks much more realistic. Look how you can hardly see a single pixel! We also have more realistic crops! Even the little animals are more realistic. They don't even have pixels anymore. Look at the skin texture. And look at the little tail in the back. How funny. Not bad. But we want the cold Wi-Fi. The super mega Wi-Fi. Let's go for this one because we have 2 memes left. And of these 2 memes we have left, we have the upside down Steve. And we have the villager with the giant mouth. Let's go for the villager with a giant mouth. And we get an emerald block, of course, because he wants to eat it with that huge mouth. And if I'm not mistaken, we already had 2 emeralds around here from fighting the invasion. So we only need 987. We need 7 emeralds. What do they want from us? 14 wheat. All right, they've lowered the price. They've lowered the price because I achieved victory in this village. I've earned a good reputation. The only thing more. Oh, good thing there was some here. I was going to say, now I have to go to the other village to get hay bales. Because, of course, there aren't any left here. But we do have a small pile of hay bales around here. That will be enough to get all the emeralds and keep upgrading the Wi-Fi. Although afterwards I won't have much left for food. Wow, look at how beautiful the cacti look. Alright, let's go. I think it was this one, right? No, it was the other one. Well, this one too. Perfect. Let's see how many emeralds I get. 6 emeralds. We need a little bit more. Let's process these hay bales, and let's see if that's enough now. 8, and I would still need a bit more. 9. Now we have our emerald block. I'm going to take the rest of the wheat to make bread. Since I pretty much have no food left, we've used up a lot of bread defending the village from the pillagers. Now we have everything we need to make our beloved emerald block. Let's craft our little block. Here it is. We've made it all the way to the cold Wi-Fi. And now, for real, we place our emerald block, and we're going to pull the lever. 3, 2, 1, and pull. Let's see. All right. This is getting interesting. Let's see if I can move. Let's see. We can't move anymore. Look at how everything looks. The levers look awesome. They look super futuristic. I love how it looks. Look, there are practically no pixels anywhere now. Look how clear it looks now. It's super clear. But look how much detail you can see. The textures have improved a lot thanks to the Wi-Fi. The sand one doesn't seem to be fully visible. But if we get closer, we can see the texture of the grains of sand. Honestly, you can see quite a lot. Whoa, look at this. Wow, what a level of detail. And the time has come to go for the ultimate Wi-Fi, the fire Wi-Fi. Let's go get it. And look, the sun is right above us. Ta-da! Come on. Let's go for the last meme. We have no choice but to grab Steve. He walks backwards, and it looks like his legs are kind of on his head. Come on, let's turn him around and soul sand. Well, it's not that complicated either. And you might ask, why? Because soul sand can be found anywhere in the nether, so it's not as complicated as it seems. We're going to take the crafting table over here, and right next to it there's a cave. So I think going to the nether is very easy. We can even do it in record time. Oh, what's this? There's a stone sword with sharpness. Maybe a pillager dropped it for me yesterday. Oh, look at how the trees look. I hadn't noticed before. Why am I trying to break the furnace with an axe? It has to be with a pickaxe. I'm losing my mind. Oh, look at how it looks. Now we have much more realism than before. Hey, it's actually not bad at all. But remember, we still have to improve it a lot more. This isn't everything. We still need the supreme Wi-Fi. And I think the best way to find 3 diamonds really quickly would be by going into this cave and going deep inside. At least it's easy, since everything is full. Look, let's see if we have water around here. Which is very interesting, so we can later turn the lava into obsidian, and whew, should I risk it? Ah, careful, a skeleton. I barely have any health left. Oh, the torches, they're so nice, and the wood too. We just ate. We almost have full health now. I don't know where the skeleton is, but honestly, I'm not gonna look for it. I'm not interested. And here we have our first little bit of iron. Mainly so we can make ourselves a pickaxe. Before going any deeper, let's make a good pickaxe. So we can mine the diamond whenever we want. And now for real, we can go find it. Let's see what happens to us. Although, I'll tell you something else. Maybe it's better to smelt a bit more iron and make ourselves a bucket. Oh, what a scare! I thought it was a diamond, that thing that popped up there. Whoa! There's squids! There has to be water here, 100% for sure. Otherwise, there can't be squids. Did you see that? It really scared me. I was like, what's coming out here? And it was the glow squids. Impressive. Over here, we have the 2 pieces of iron. Let's make a bucket, and we'll fill it with water right here. And now we're ready to go. I've been exploring for a little while now, and the only thing I found is coal. And of course, lots of skeletons. Here we have some redstone, which I don't want at all. And watch out for my health. We managed to escape. But the downside is that for now, I'm not seeing anything at all. What I do see are 45,000 creepers. But what is this? A congregation of creepers? Incredible! I think I've never seen so many creepers together. I'm going to use up all the coal I mined to make torches, since we're going to need a lot. Tell me this is diamond ore. I think we have the first diamond! Come on, let's go! But there's only one! Why is there only one? We need 2 more. The good thing is that we've already found our first diamond of the day. And I only see redstone. Oh! Finally! And I found more diamonds! Now we have them all! Let's grab the crafting table! And we're going to make our diamond pickaxe. And by the way, right next to us, we have lava. Now we can turn it into obsidian. And start mining so we can go to the nether. And then we'd have the next Wi-Fi level. Because finding soul sand in the nether is really, really easy. So I don't think, hey, but how many diamonds are here? Look, okay, there's no more, right? Impressive. In fact, I think I have enough to make myself a little sword. There we go. Now we're much better protected. Come on, let's mine some obsidian. Here we have the last block of obsidian we needed. Let's build the portal upwards. And interestingly, right next to us, we have gravel. So we can get some flint. Here it is. I just need 1 piece of iron, but there was some up here. Here we have the piece of iron. Let's smelt it. Now we can make the flint and steel.
Straight to the nether. Let's go! Whoa, look at how the portal looks! That's awesome! And we're finally here. Wow, look at how this looks.
What a strange texture! I don't think I've ever seen a texture like this in Minecraft. Look at this texture. It even makes you dizzy. But what is this? What I want is soul sand. And we spawn right next to a forest full of endermen. And a forest full of piglins. Wow! Look at how this looks! That's awesome! There are roots and leaves on the ground. Over there we have glowstone. And I don't want to get too far from the portal. This over here, I think it's magma, right? I don't think they're gold blocks. Exactly. And over here we have, I think this is soul sand, right? You can see the little skulls there. And indeed, we have soul sand. By the way, look at how it looks. How cool! I think I've never seen soul sand like this before. I think it's the most realistic so far. Honestly, I love it. Oh my god, it looks so good. Alright, let's go to the portal. We were really close, and now we have to go up to the surface to upgrade to the last Wi-Fi level. The fire thermometer Wi-Fi. The terrain is loading. And now, for real, let's go up. Let's remove the furnace. And the crafting table, crafter. In fact, I don't even want it at all. Up we go! We've made it, and we've been lucky because it's broad daylight. Look at this. When I place a wood block next to the sand block, look how it looks. The sand invades the wood. Don't tell me that's not a super crazy thing. Now we're going to get the scorching hot Wi-Fi. And to improve this Wi-Fi, we'll have to put soul sand in here. And 3, 2, 1, and wow, there's the light. Look how much better the lighting looks. But what is this? Look at that. Oh my god.
But how? Wow, wow, look at that texture. Look at this. My god, how can it look so insanely sharp?
Look over here at how these textures look. Pixel by pixel, shadow by shadow. I think this is the most epic thing I've seen so far. I told you it was crazy. Look at how all the sand looks. I knew my computer couldn't handle it. I'm getting very low FPS. You guys probably see it better. I just have no words to describe it. Look at how this bush looks. Look at how the ground looks. But look at how the shadows look in the distance with the sun. Honestly, I think it's absolutely crazy. Let's see now if we place it over here. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this with the relief and the sunlight! Look at how the lighting plays there! Right there, please! The ground is beautiful too! Look at how the ground looks, and look at how the composter looks. Everything is incredibly detailed. Let's see how the wood would look! Oh, look at how the wood would look! But what is this? What an incredibly deep level of detail! I wish the leaves were different! They're not the best I've seen, but they're beautiful. So guys, we're gonna end today's video here. I hope you loved it, and as I always say, leave a big like, comment, and subscribe. And I don't know if it turned out well or if it's too thick. Goodbye. Subscribe.